So let's look at a few more examples of finding the area of triangles. And remember the area of a triangle. Let's write out our formula. So area of a triangle is always going to be equal to half the base of the triangle, so the bottom side, multiplied by the height of the triangle. So in this case, we can label what our base and our height is. Our base we can call 6 in this case, and our height is going to be equal to 2. So our base and our height are always going to be at a right angle to each other. So when we plug those into our formula, our area here, we have 1/2 the base, which is 6, multiplied by our height of 2. And we don't have any units, so we don't have to worry about that. So we have 6 units and 2 units. So 6 times 2, that's 12, and half of 12 is 6. And since we don't have any specific units, we're just going to write square units there. So in our box, the area of this triangle, we would just put 6 square units. And let's do another problem. So this one's a little bit more complicated since we have an obtuse triangle. Its angle here is bigger than 90 degrees, but it's the same process. The area of the triangle is 1/2 of whatever our base is, multiplied by whatever the height is. So in this case, it looks like our height is 10. So this we can call h for height. And our base, the side length that is perpendicular to the height, that is 8. And we can call our base b. So really, if you want, you can say that our formula A for the area of the triangle is 1/2 b times h, where b is base and h is just the height. So we can just plug in our numbers here. We have 1/2 our base, that is 8, and our height is 10. So 8 times 10, that's 80, and half of 80 is 40. And since we don't have specific units, we will just say we have 40 units squared, or 40 square units, we can say. And let's just do one more example problem. So we'll come up with our own triangle here. So we have this triangle here where all of the side lengths are labeled, and we need to figure out what the area of the triangle is. Remember, the area is just 1/2 the base multiplied by the height of the triangle. So this one's a little challenging since we need to figure out what is the base and what is the height. And a couple of the side lengths are thrown in there just to confuse the problem a little bit. Now, remember that the base and the height need to be perpendicular to each other. So we're looking for a right angle between the base and the height. So our base, we can call this side length here our base, since it's perpendicular to this length. And since this is the perpendicular length, we can call this the height of the triangle. If it helps, you can imagine this triangle just rotated 90 degrees, and then this would be sticking straight up rather than to the left. But that doesn't really matter since base and height just represent two perpendicular lengths there. So we can just plug them into the formula. So our area here is 1/2 our base, so that's 14, multiplied by our height of 13, and half of 14, that's 7, and 7 times 13, we do 7 times 10, which is 70, 7 times 3 is 21, 70 plus 21 is 91, and we're dealing with feet here, so really we can put our units in here if we want, and feet times feet would give us square feet, or feet squared. So the area of this triangle would be 91 square feet.